Reflection on Culture, Race, and Ethnicity in Classrooms by Jennifer Bowen. The year 2013 represented a milestone for our nation's public schools. For the first time, the minority of students attended public schools came from racial and ethnic and minority groups. In addition, those students came from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. These statistics have profound implications for educators. Today, our schools have children from more diverse families, culture, and experiences than ever before. These differences can affect a child's academic achievement, poverty, safety, and self-esteem. Each influence a child's ability to learn. Teachers must be aware of these issues in order to create a classroom culture of respect and caring, which is essential to learn. Attributes such as race, social class, and ability should not determine what a student can achieve. As I was doing more research to deepen my understanding on culture, I came across a diagram called the cultural iceberg theory that helped me identify the understanding on how culture develops in a race today. Teachers must be aware of this importance of culture in a diverse classroom. Being culturally responsive involves an understanding on how culture differs and how they respond differently to a similar situation. Some have compared culture to an iceberg on which only the top is visible, while much larger portion remains unobserved below the surface of the water. If we look below the surface, we can begin to understand a cultural's core values. In a culturally responsive classroom, students recognize that we are all different and that we should value and respect each other because of our differences. Our unconscious bias impacts on how we view the world and those around us, and assumptions that we make about our students. This could cause them unintentional harm. Many misconceptions teachers make are based on a family's race, social class, or ethnicity. One misconception is that families that are economically disadvantaged are not interested in their child's education. This is not true. All parents want their children to learn and to succeed in life. Another misconception teachers can make is thinking that children from disadvantaged neighborhoods have learning deficits due to their low socioeconomic status. Research has proven this to be a myth. Not all minorities are low achievers, and many do not fit with the typical stereotypes. We should remember that all students have the ability to learn. Many factors, both intrinsic and extrinsic, can affect a child's ability to learn. I believe the most influential fact determining a child's academic success is a teacher's belief that all students have the abilities to succeed. Teachers cannot allow bias to interfere with a child's opportunity to learn. Many disadvantaged children have low self-esteem. Therefore, teachers need to show them that they all have potential. It is important for teachers to set high academic goals for all students. These expectations can determine whether a child succeeds or fails. when teachers believe students tend to succeed. In an equitable classroom, students' needs are addressed on an individual needs basis. All students are expected to achieve the same goals, but differences like academic ability and cultural background are considered as well. Treating students equally does not take into account the diversity that each student brings into the classroom, whereas equity considers these differences and seeks out ways to advocate for those students. In other words, a student with limited proficiency in the English language would need accommodations and extra language instruction in order to level the playing field. Recognizing and value classroom diversity is key to develop a classroom environment that is conducive to learning. All students need to feel safe and valued. To do this, teachers should model and teach students that differences in culture, race, and academic ability are accepted and not to be feared. Teachers will need to adapt lessons to accommodate different learning styles and differentiate strategies in order to accommodate the needs for all students. It is especially important to hold all students accountable to high expectations. Infusing equity into classrooms create a community where students accept the differences of others and they can celebrate in what makes each of us unique. Just as a side note, I use children's literature that is approved by the Department of Education in my school district to teach non-cognitive skills in my classroom. As I searched children's literature that highlights diversity, I came across this interesting statistics. According to the CCBC Multicultural Statistics of 2014, of the 3,500 books that were published in that year, only 179 books were about African American people, 38 were about Native American people, 110 about Asian people, and 70 were about Latinos. It seems to me that each year the percentage of minority grow a little, but still there isn't enough minority being positively represented in children's literature today.